Your body dysmorphia is telling you the truth. Like, people online tell you body dysmorphia is a natural thing, just ignore it or accept it. There's a reason you have body dysmorphia. It's not because standards of social media. It's because you just don't like your physique and you realize that your physique is shit. Yeah, well, that's great. Everybody thinks their physique is shit. And that's why we improve in the first place, in anything in life. It's because of our negative feelings, our negative thoughts. These feelings are the only reason we bother to progress in anything in life. As the example I stated in the area of like gym and fitness. Because you don't like the way your body looks, so you get motivated to, I don't know, lose fat, put on some more muscle, put on muscle in specific areas in your body, for, I don't know, your shoulders or something. There's a reason why you get body dysmorphia. And not just body dysmorphia, but negative thoughts in general. People think negative thoughts are the enemy, which is not totally wrong. You know, we all think that, positive thoughts, positive thinking are like positive thoughts are our companions, like our friends, things like these thoughts we can trust, and negative thoughts are our enemies. Oh no, they're trying to manipulate us. But that's the thing. And I learned this in the 48 Laws of Power. Your enemies are the only people who will really tell you the truth. Like, really think about it. If a person hated you, he would tell you that your haircut looks shit, right to your face. A friend wouldn't do that. He would tell you, oh, it's fine, you'll be fine. Okay, I know a haircut is, let's say you went to the barber and your barber fucked up. And you go ask your friend, like, oh, well, is it that bad? Your friend's going to tell you, it's alright, you can live with it. But your enemy, or the guy who hates you, or just really doesn't like you, he'll go right to your face and say, bro, you're fucking chopped. Like, there's no chance you're going to get any bitches for the next 2 months. That's what your enemy would tell you. Now, of course, you could say autistically, oh, your enemy would try to manipulate you. No. Like, I'm talking like people who just really hate you and they want to see your downfall. That's what your negative thoughts do. They don't want to see your downfall. They're just giving you the cold and hard truth. When you have negative thoughts about your appearance, they might be true. If you have negative thoughts about your social skills, they might be true. And they might really affect you. Going into positive thinking, what is that going to do to you? You realize your life is really shit. You're addicted to substances. Just fucking branch move there. The fuck? You're addicted to substances. Porn. You have the shittiest physique ever. What's the point in thinking positive? Like, really think about it logically. As I told you, negative thoughts are the only reason why we bother to progress in anything in life. What is thinking positive gonna do for you? Sure, you can think, okay, I'm in a first world country, I have food, I have water. Sure. But we want more than that. Yes, that is a privilege to have these things. But you're so fat. You're so weird. You still have a shit physique. Sure, you could think about, okay, with the kids in Gaza, they're not getting any food. Or, there's people dying in Iran. Yes, that is true. And you're privileged because of that. But why would you give that as an excuse? You're literally, because of the people in Gaza, and I think Gaza's over, right? But Iran. Because of the people who died in Iran, you're giving yourself the excuse to still be the same. In that way, you're completely disrespecting these people even more. Why would you use that as some type of a... It's really an excuse. It's not positive thinking. That is just coping. Coping. Like, think about it. You're using people's deaths and bad luck for your own excuses and your own laziness. Like, really think about that. That's kind of like evil if you think about it. That's really evil. So why would you bother doing positive thinking? You shouldn't. Of course, you know, we're not going to all be depressive bastards for the rest of our lives, of course. But if you're in a state where you look at your body, you look just at your general life, and you feel disgusted, there is no point in thinking positively. Your life is shit. Use these negative thoughts. Your negative thoughts are the only thing that is really telling you the truth. When you look in the mirror and you see your body, and you see a flaw, sure, it might be minor, but he's still I'm referring to the negative thoughts, right? The negative thoughts are still telling you the truth. Your delts may not be as big as they can be. Sure, you could think positively and say, oh, but my chest and like, everything else is good, you know, but your shoulders are still shit, right? You could think positively and say, okay, my business is going really well. Yeah, but I can't pull any bitches. Like, you want to be that weirdo who is rich and he has to literally buy and convince women with money to sleep with him. Like, that's just like being a prostitute, paying prostitutes to sleep with you. And of course, it could be the other way around. Sure, you pull a ton of bitches, but bro, you're a sad, broke piece of shit. Thinking positively, it can affect you positively. I know I'm trashing positive thoughts here, but okay, if you like positive thoughts, we're gonna be depressive fuckers all the time, like, of course. Negative thoughts show us the truth, though. And this is what I've been experimenting for the last couple of weeks. Maybe you saw my video. I forgot what the title was. I'll probably put it up here, right? But I was talking about the way that it is impossible to progress and be happy at the same time. Wait, what did I just say? It's impossible, impossible to progress and be happy at the same time. You need to be depressed so that you can progress. And I've been experimenting with this because I've noticed, like, every time I'm happy and I'm happy with my physique, my social life and whatever, I don't bother to change anything about it. Sure, it is really good. You know, I've progressed so much since I've started self-improvement in general, like my fitness and whatever. I've progressed so much. I am literally 100 million times better, right? But there's still room to improve. Now, this is where we use these tactics, thinking positively / negatively. If it's a warm, sunny day like today, it's a weekend, and you worked really hard. Like, I'm talking actually work hard. You went to the gym every day of the week. You worked on your whatever business. You studied. Might as well let loose of it. Go meet with your friends. Go chill with them. Maybe not. Maybe, who knows? Drink. Maybe drink. Enjoy the physique you have. You know, enjoy the physique you built. Go to a club, take your t-shirt off, and fucking pull all the bitches. No one's gonna blame you. I'm not blaming you. It's not a bad thing either. Pulling bitches, you know, that is something that is part of self-improvement, right? So thinking positively and looking at your life in a positive way will affect you good. You'll have some good times. But once that weekend's over, you have to go right back into the negative. Now, what I've been experimenting is, instead of just going through a phase where I'm thinking negatively, like I'm talking about like weeks and months, right? Instead of having like a phase, a couple months of just thinking negatively and then thinking positively, what if I do this in the same day? What if, for example, this is what I've been trying. Like, when I go to school, like when I wake up, don't go in a negative mood, because, you know, if I go in a negative mood, I'm not going to be like giving my my schoolwork full attention, right? I'm going to be procrastinating. I'm going to be sitting around in class doing jack shit, because obviously no one likes school. I mean, I can't lie, school is a waste of time. Like, I'm going to go to maths, learn about triangles. Great, that's really good for my life, right? It's really good for all of our lives. Triangles, yeah, triangles. Volume of triangles, yeah. Or, not triangles, that's wrong. Volume of pyramids, fucking area of triangle, yeah. yeah, triangles, yeah. Okay, so might as well be in a good mood because I can't control it. I have to go to school. You know, I have to go there. It's illegal not to go to school if I'm under 18. So I have to go to school. Might as well be in a good mood. You know, there's nothing I can change about that. So I put what I do. If you watch this video as well, using music to influence how you feel. Music influences how you feel. If you listen to aggressive music, you're going to be aggressive. If you listen to happy music, you're going to be happy, and so on, right? So I use the music and I put some happy music on. Well, happy music, you know what I mean? Like positive music. Like I put some white girl music on or some rap, like, you know, fucking Drake or something. Or Bad Bunny, you know. I'll put that on. I'll get really hyped and I'll dab up with my friends. You know, I'm like in a good mood, right? So then when I come home, then I switch. I put some fucking Metallica on. That I really get mad, and you know, say I'm going to the gym after. I'm not just getting mad just to be cringe and shit. No. So actually, before that, even I'll start working on, you know, my YouTube videos. I might edit a little. You know, there's only like 1 or 2 hours I have in the day before I have to go to the gym, right? On the weekends, basically when I record, right? Anyway, that doesn't matter. So then I'll go in a bad mood. So I'm not in a bad mood, but where I affect my work really bad. But in a mood where I get aggressive and mad, and I use this to my advantage. And then I'll go to the gym. I'll push really hard. You know, by the way, therapy is bullshit. Physical activity is the only way to get rid of and like what is it called? What's the word? Push out those negative thoughts and the aggression and you know the I was gonna say wrath, bro. I'm talking as if I'm a fucking philosopher. You know, just get all the negative emotions out. Physical activity is the best way to do that. Get rid of that stress. You know, in that day you fucking, I don't know, you failed exam. Don't go drink. You know, you can drink and you'll not feel anything for the next few hours, but then you'll sober up and then you'll realize you still failed the exam. But if you go to the gym and go with a physical activity, not just the gym, where you can go on a jog, I don't know, bike ride, doesn't matter. Go in a physical activity, do some, like, push really fucking hard, and you'll be proud of yourself after. So when I basically come home from the gym, or I'm in the bus, you know, coming from the gym, I'll like put some music in, like just because I want to, and I'll listen to some happy shit, right? Or positive, like, music. Because I know I pushed myself hard. I did everything I could during the day, and well, yeah. And at the end of the day, every day, I journal and I just write down, you know, okay, yes, today was a productive day, you know, I did this and did that. And I also write down, because not every day goes according to plan, right? There's always something that goes wrong. Like, I don't know, you didn't progress in the gym that day, or I don't know, you relapse or something. So then you'll write this down, and then you'll keep that in mind for the next day, and you'll basically do rinse or repeat. You know, you'll go in the happy mood when it's like appropriate, and then you'll go in the negative mood so that you realize, okay, you know, I didn't progress that gym session. I have to like fucking analyze what went wrong. Did I sleep enough? Did I eat enough? Whatever, you know what I mean. So that's why what this whole video is about. Just negative feelings. Negative emotions are not the enemy. Sure, you could picture them as the enemy, but remember this: enemies and people who hate you tell the truth to your face. The cold, like, gut punch truth. Your friends, you could say, are the worst. You could say are even the worst enemy, because they don't really tell you the truth. Maybe they'll indirectly say, okay, but you know, as I said earlier, the haircut is alright, but you kind of fucked up a bit, but it'll grow back. You know, I'm not giving them the cold hard truth saying, bro, that looks like a piece of shit, you should wear the hat for the rest of the year. You know, obviously not for the rest of the year, but you know what I mean. And also what I learned from the book, what's it called? How to Influence People and Win Friends, or How to Win Friends and Influence People, I think that's that way around, by Dale Carnegie. In one of his chapters, he says, don't fear the enemies who condemn you or criticize you. Fear the friends who flatter you. Because all friends flatter you, saying, oh, you know what I mean. They kind of just suck your dick, right? Or lick your balls. Eat your ass, like, you know, they say too much, like, they say that you look fucking like a 10 out. You know, this is like what bitches do, you know, when a fucking bitch, like, she's kind of chopped, she's like Gorlock 3000 type build, you know, and then she makes a TikTok, I don't know, doing some dancer shit, and then all her friends in the comments is like, slay, bitch, slay, you know, they're like all sucking your dick, sucking, I mean, she might as well have a dick with that build, you know. Those are the people you should actually fear. You shouldn't fear the enemies who condemn you and criticize you and give you a cold hard truth. You should fear the friends who flatter you. And that's basically what our emotions are. You shouldn't fear the negative emotions. You should fear your positive emotions clouding what is actually wrong with your life and what needs improving. I hope you learned something.